All right, YouTube, 106 Falconer. I got the traction control bypass hooked up. It's working. Took the car out this morning. We don't have any snow, but I found a nice wet, muddy dirt road. Made sure I was in off, which shows up on the dashboard, and gunned it, and traction control did not kick on. Then I turned the traction control back on and tried it, and it worked like it does, which sucks. So the button does work. The problem I have is that the button does not illuminate. I have it hooked up to my headlight switch, to the solid gray wire. I have 12 volts there, so I'm going to pull this back apart and make sure I got 12 volts going to the cigarette lighter, which will then come off and go to the button. So in order to gain access, if you're just starting this, put your emergency brake on, or chalk your wheel. Then you just let me get rid of my Bluetooth crap. You just come in underneath your thing here, and it's like I say, it's hardly in there. Just lift this up, leave the car in park, and then down here, if you can see, right here, this yellow tab, you just push it down, and then you can get the car out of gear, or I mean put it in gear so it's all the way back. Now if you don't have your emergency brake on or your wheels chalked, the car will, you know, take off if you're on an incline. Then you just have 220 T20 Torx here that we gotta get out. Now, like I say, this USP, I ordered the kit. The original one that came had a button for a Beetle in there. This is a Jetta, MK6 Jetta. Called them up. They wanted me to ship everything back, and then they'd send me out a new unit. And I'm like, no. I said, you send me the new unit first. I said, with a shipping label, because I don't have a printer that works. All right, anyway, so to get this out, you just take them out, lift this up. Your wiring harness that they give you is quite long, so I got it folded up, zip tied in there. Let me unhook. Okay. So this is the connector that goes in your cigarette lighter, and as you can see, look at this. Son of a bitch. I have a wire that's out. Maybe that's why it's not working. I'm gonna have to get my strippers, strip this back a little bit, try to get it in there. Dang nabbit. Silly webbit. Alright, YouTube, 116 Falconer. Today I'm going to be putting in the traction control bypass. I got this from USP Motorsports. They've reworked their harnesses, so their videos aren't up to date on the installation process. But as best as I can figure, they've incorporated everything into the one harness, and this yellow wire now goes to the headlight switch. So I originally got the package a couple weeks ago. They sent me the wrong button. They sent me one for a Beetle. This one here. Got a hold of them. Then they sent me the correct button for the 2013 MK6 Jetta without push button start. So this is gonna go right here in this spot. All right, YouTube. So I'm back. I'm not gonna go over all the easy stuff, but your center console on the automatic, you just get a little pry tool, pop this up. It's hardly even in there. I mean, it comes up easy as crap. And then you can leave the car in drive. You want to chalk your wheels, leave the car in park, lift this up, and then you just push down on this yellow tab here, and then you can move the shifter all the way back without having to have the key in the ignition. But you want to chalk the wheels because the car will just take off. So if you're on an incline, and then to remove your console thingy-majiggity here, there's just two T20 screws that go down there. Take them out. This comes up, and then you unplug the, which I already have. Give me a good time to clean this. You unplug your cigarette lighter, which this is from the back. You just push in and pull that down. And your auxiliary, you just push in on the front and pull that down, and that'll pop out and let you take that tray out. I was wondering why this 12-volt adapter cigarette lighter was so loose. Well, the freaking mounting bracket is broken, so I guess I'm gonna have to order one of them. These freaking cars. Anyways, so now I'm gonna pop out this blank right here. Should be fairly straightforward. Do. Of course, I should get my freaking little tripod out. Come on, you SIBT or DI, whatever. Can't spell today. All right. There, bam. That's out. So I'm going to take the new button. And again, like I say, they what did I do with I really don't even feel like doing this, but I have to because this traction control shit sucks. Alright, so I'm going to pop this in. Right there. Come on. All right, blam. So that's in. So now then, the wiring harness. Let's see which way we're gonna do this. All right, this is gonna go into the cigarette lighter. This one here. This one you're gonna plug this one into, and you can see it's rounded on one side, so you can only put it in one way. So let's do that real quick. Let's see, we get you the rounded side. right, so that's on. This one's going to go into the cigarette lighter, into there. This black end goes into the traction control button right there. But before I put any of that stuff on, I'm going to get my dimmer wire ran over, and I'm going to get the wire that goes into the ABS block. I'm going to get them wires ran through so that they're out of the way. Now, to get the headlight switch out, you just move it till it pushes in. Turn it, pull that out, and then according to USP, it's this gray wire right here that we want to T-tap on. So I'm going to get my wires ran where they need to be. I'll get the yellow over to the headlight switch, and the red, I'll get that out over here to get ready to go through the firewall. And then I will use the T-taps that I had to buy at AutoZone, because like I said, they initially sent me the wrong button, and they never included a T-tap. So, and even when I called them to tell them about the wrong button and no T-tap, they said they sent a T-tap, but they didn't. But this is only $3 at AutoZone. You get 4 in there. So let me get these wires strung up through or around each side, and I'll be back. Okay, so I got the T-tap on, as you can see on the gray line. I just ran the wire as best I could underneath there. I figure summertime I can put it where, you know, make it look more professional, but right now I don't really give a crap. So we'll stick this back in. Possibly. Oh boy. Okay. Hopefully that stayed connected. Bam. So that should be good there. Well, you know what? Let's see. I don't know if we'll be able to. I can't tell if that's on or not. Well, we'll have to see. All right, we got that done. I'll be back in a minute here. All right, YouTube, so now we're over to the where we gotta punch it through the firewall. So I unsheathed the choke cable, and I took a piece of sandpaper and kind of hit the end to take off any rough edges. But we got to get it through wet back there. I can't fucking. You can see where the grommet goes through up there in the firewall. On to get this plastic or this thing out. Underneath here is this thing. You just there's just these two little plastic screws. You just unscrew. You need a little shorty screwdriver. Unscrew it, pull that out. So let me see about snaking this thing, trying to get it through there and figure out where it's going to come out at in the engine compartment. That seems to be the biggest complaint everybody has. So let me give it a whirl and I'll let you know what I find out. All right, YouTube. So I'm going to try to show you where the wire comes through that you feed up through the wiring harness. It comes up through back here right on the firewall. I don't know if you can see my wire right there. It was, what I had to do was get the wire started on the inside and then take my pliers and grab the wire and push it through till I could get it up in there. I had to take the shroud off the engine because there was no way I could get in there and see what the hell was going on. So, but anyways, so that wire is right, if you didn't see it, it's coming through right here. Let me get the screen started up again. It's coming through right here. Let me try to get a light in there. All right. You can see the wire. I'm pointing at it with the screwdriver right there. So what I've done is I've taped up the red wire right there. So I'm going to try to pull it through, get the red wire up in there, and then I'll pull the choke cable back out. And getting your ABS controller off, which right here, and that mounts right here where my finger is. So that goes on there. What you do is you have this tab here, you pull it up and that will pull this whole assembly up here, which will let you just take the bulkhead connector right off. I did that, removed the engine cover, just so I get in there and try to see what's happening. So let's see if we can pull that wire through. All right, YouTube, so it ain't happening. This is not going through that grommet up there. So what I'm going to do is snip it and butt connect it, or I may solder it. I don't know. Hopefully this is going to pull through for me. All right, so now I'm going to tape it on this side and pull the skinny wire through. So let me get it taped up, try to get it pulled through. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I had to run the wire back through again, which was a pain in the ass, worse this time. So what I'm doing is I doubled over this. I'm doubling this over. I'm going to tape all the way around, see if I can pull that sumbitch through. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, YouTube, so running that wire the way I did, bending the thing over, I got it through. So right now it's currently still just taped onto the, pull wire here, but I'm gonna hook it into the ABS block here, and then do the connection inside, and bam. So the connection there on the ABS, when you take your cap off, which is nothing more than pushing your little pins in and popping it out. I mean, that's, so it's the 9th one, which is this one right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna put that. There's close. I'm gonna put this to open. See if I can get that plug out easier. I don't know if that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I just push you up. Oh, there we go. Got it out. Okay. So now I'm going to stick this in there. They're supposed to be directional, so let's see that. Okay, they go that way. So you want your jaws going left and right. There we go. Blammo, we're down in there now. Doesn't look quite centered, but all right, so put that back to lock. All right, good. Oh, son of a bitch. All right, so let me stick this on here. Oh, no, I got to put the cover on. I should get a zip tie. All right, let me get the cover on here. That's it for that. Then this just plugs in. Plugs back in right here. Now I will go on the inside, pull this through. Oh, yeah. All right, so there we are there. So let me get that off, connect the wires, and I'll be back. I have heat shrink butt connector. These things work really good. Harbor Freight. It's like they're like $8 for a pack. Get that one in. Bend this over just so we have more contact. All right, get them in there, and then oh, gotta get my lighter. Just a minute. All right, I'll do the one side first. Things are just not working out for me today. All right. Do 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 do. Boom. Once these things shrink down, they hold that wire tight. All right, we're good. All right, so now I'm gonna stuff that wire up through here, up and over, and I'm gonna put that cover back on. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna stick this back together. Well, I'm gonna put the engine cover on, so I can get the air cleaner on, stick that back on, and fire it up. See what happens. I'll be back. All right, YouTube. So I still haven't buttoned everything up, but I fired the car up, put all the other crap back together, and you can see here there is a traction control off light. So if I hit the button, now traction control's on. Hit it again, traction control's off. That's freaking awesome. All right, YouTube, just real quick, I can show you that this is why the button wasn't lighting up. Let me turn the headlights on. Well, I have my test light. It's not this yellow. It's this blue one coming out of however they got it jiggered up there. There's with the lights off. If I turn the lights on, see, I got power. It's not the yellow. It's this blue one here. So that's why the button wasn't lighting up. So let me scab a piece of wire in there. I'll be back in a minute. All right, YouTube. So I'm going to take this little piece of wire and stick it in there. And hot glue it. Hot glue is non-conductive. One day I'm going to get me a real hot glue gun. I'm going to hot glue all these just so I don't have that problem again. Alright, so that's in there pretty good. Now I'll strip that back. Okay, so I'm going to strip this back. And I'm just going to do a twist. Hopefully. Do. Fold you over. Stick some hot glue on that. Oops, what did I drop? Blammo. All right. So I think we're going to be good there.